I want to speak about the maps that we have up on the board. And one of the first maps that we have up there is the map about 800 U.S. military bases around the world. They ring the globe with a huge number in the Middle East. Well, that's got to raise questions about what are those bases doing there? What does it mean when the president says we're protecting our interests when we have forces going around the world? When the U.S. military goes around the world, all the presidents say we're protecting our interests. Well, what are those interests? And if you looked at another map and you ask your question about what are the resources in that area of the world, you see oil. There's a tremendous amount of oil. I think maybe some of you know this already. Oil is used by the U.S. military to fund the ships, to make the ships and the planes work. The U.S. military is the largest consumer of oil on the planet. That is absolutely essential. That if you're running the U.S. empire and you got these 800 bases, it is absolutely essential that oil, that they make sure they get that oil and control it so that they can run their military. That's just one part of it. Oil also is made, everything that's plastic comes from oil. Oil is absolutely essential to producing a whole lot of the products that we use, from water bottles to the tables to everything that's plastic. So here you got a situation where in order to that's one of the reasons why the Middle East is absolutely essential. And there's bases, U.S. has bases all over the Middle East and Africa. Has hundreds of bases all over the Middle East and Africa to control these resources. And Israel is a state that almost from the beginning has been a part of the U.S. empire. When Joe Biden about 30 years ago said, if Israel did not exist, we would have to invent it. That's how important Israel is to the United States. Do not believe what I am saying to be true. You have to investigate and do the work yourself. Just like I had to come back from Vietnam and try to figure out what was true and not true, that's also true today for you. And you have to be scientists of society.